Summer barbecue season is fully here, and if you're not making this light pesto pasta salad, you're missing out on being the star of your barbecue. The ingredients you'll need for this recipe are incredibly simple. Obviously pasta, we have some fusilli here. We're also going to need some basil. That's going to be the star of this pesto. If you want to add spinach, you could also do that. I do not have any, but it does go great in this dish. Fusilli is also perfect because it has all those nooks and crannies for that sauce to really get into it. So now to start, we're going to cook this pasta. Heavily salt your water because that's going to be the base of the seasoning for this entire cold pasta dish. And then we're going to cook this pasta to about 1 minute shy of al dente. That way when we drain it, it continue residually heating itself and cooking for a little bit more. We're going to add in a little bit of olive oil just to keep it from sticking together, and now we're going to let that fully cool on the side. To add a little bit of a crunch to the salad, we're going to add in some asparagus. So I'm going to start by cutting off those woody bottom pieces. No one likes to eat those. And then we're going to cut the remaining bits of asparagus left here into about 1-inch pieces. I like to cut them on a little bit of a bias, but you do not need to do that. I do find it kind of helps to cook them. I'm not sure why though, but let me know if you guys agree or disagree with that. Once you have them all cut up though, I'm going to throw them into some soon-to-be boiling water. It doesn't have to be ripplingly hot. And then just drain those after 2 or 3 minutes. At this point, we'll start the actual prep of the pesto. Throw all of that basil into a food processor. If you don't have that, you could also use a blender. Totally fine. We're also then going to add in the juice of 1 whole lemon. That'll make it nice and refreshing for the summer. We're going to add in some olive oil. And I also have a little bit that I had in the freezer. The coldness will keep the basil nice and green as you cook it because the food processor will get a little hot. And then we're going to add in a little bit of mayo because all good pasta salads have mayo. It also works as a great emulsifier. Now give that a good run in that food processor. We're going to add in a tiny bit of cheese. You do not need to at this step though. Just a little extra flavoring. And now we're going to put this all together. The cheese in a regular pesto, you would add a lot more. I don't like doing that because it's not as refreshing in the summertime as a cold pasta salad, but you'll see we do add it. And now we're just going to mix this all up. We got the asparagus in there. We got that basil pesto in there. You can see it's a little lighter than a normal pesto color-wise, which is what we're looking for. Salt, pepper, hit it with a little bit of garlic powder. If you want to put a whole clove of garlic also in the food processor, be my guest. I think it's a little overpowering, but if you like that, go right ahead. And then we're also box grating in some large pieces of that parm. Use the biggest side of your box grater because you want them whole. Since this is cold, it's not going to melt, and you'll get nice pieces of cheese in each bite. That's exactly what you're looking for here. Once you do that, add as much of the sauce as you want, and you are done. Throw this in whatever storage device you want. Quart containers are my favorite, and you can never have too many of those. And then we're going to let that sit in the fridge overnight, a bunch of hours, as long as you can. Those flavors will come together. And then when I serve them, I like to throw some tomato on top. I don't like to put this in with the rest of them because they will kind of leach out their juices and the water in them, and it'll just make your pasta salad watery. So here we are a day later. As you can see, I'm wearing the same clothes because I really filmed this about 6 hours later, but you do want to let this sit overnight if you can. And then once you get it all nice and plated, or at a barbecue, you just throw it onto a plate, whatever you're going to do. Just throw those tomatoes over the top. You do not want them in there with the actual sauce, but you do want to have them on the side because they do add a beautiful little bit of flavor and crunch and pop. And there we go, topped it with a little extra cheese. Look at how beautiful that is. Does that not scream summertime? That just looks like a barbecue on a plate. It's light, it's refreshing, and now the taste, which is the most important part. That full bite there of pasta, asparagus, tomato, you get everything. It's a little cheesy. It's a little bit of acidity from those tomatoes. The basil pesto flavor is light and refreshing because of that lemon juice. This is what I want at a pasta. Regular pasta salad's amazing, and you guys know I love it, but this will be the star of your barbecue. Trust me. Give this a try and let me know what you guys think.